Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. Got a lot to get into tonight. Oh, my goodness. Got a lot to get into tonight. Hopefully, we'll go back to our opening video soon. Have some copyright issues, but we'll be back with our opening, our opening as normal as soon as we get those copyright issues taken care of. But first, let me go ahead and bring in my co-host. This is my man, Seven. What's up? How you doing tonight?
Well, I'm glad I get to be here because honestly, it's been a really long day to me. Today, I've just felt more useless than a condom in Nick Cannon's wallet, and I'm trying to work through it.
Damn, that's messed up. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and bring on the next person of this merry little group. Let me go ahead and bring my man Endo in. Endo, what's up?
You think you're funny, Seven? That I did not find that joke at all funny. Your opening left a lot to be desired, sir. It like the Mariners over the month of June. You just left me wishing for more, man.
Are you just mad because the U.S. national team tonight was playing like they were the Seattle Mariners and scoring almost as frequently?
I quit.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead. He actually dropped off the line. He did drop off the line. Oh my goodness. This show's starting off right off the rails, y'all. Right off the rails. Let me go ahead and bring in the other person in this merry group tonight. Let me go ahead and bring my man John in. What's up, John? How you doing, man?
You see Endo home early, huh?
He got to say,
Fuck you guys.
God damn, man.
When's the last time we let the men's national
Fight
team
back,
play in
Endo.
Seattle?
Fight back, man.
Yeah, no fight by the American team today, man.
I got you.
Yeah, no fight.
yeah, no
But-
fight at all.
You know
Literally.
what? I will say it's nice to see them in the round of 16. It's
It's
just been
been
a
a while.
really. I mean, Ronaldo got beat today on a shootout.
Yep.
Neymar went out yesterday. Mexico got beat by England. Like, it's just been a weird World Cup this year. So
It's going to be Argentina that wins it.
I think so. Messi will put down that he's the best player in the world by winning the cup this year. So
All right. Let's go ahead and get started with everything here. Up there where it says by the title, where will LeBron James end up? I don't know where. I got some thoughts, some ideas. Let me see what you guys think. John, what you thinking? Where you think LeBron ends up?
Stripper land. He's going back to Cleveland.
You going back to Cleveland?
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing, Andrew?
what up, Andrew?
You going back to Cleveland for the third
Yeah,
stint?
LeBron like the hoes too.
Oh man.
No, I ain't gonna do Bron like
man.
that. I'm not gonna do Bron. But no, I think he definitely is going to. He's going to Cleveland or Golden State. I feel like Cleveland is he wants to do the final run at his home. So why not?
Oh man. Andrew said he liked Messier too. And he says bye. Good. Appreciate you coming to the stream, Andrew. What you think, Seven? Where you think LeBron is up?
First, like, is that why people actually stay in Cleveland as the stripper? Are the strippers like just that good there that people look past the disaster of a city that it is? Is that?
It's not because of the Browns.
That's fair. No, honestly, I like Cleveland as well. I think that it makes too much sense. There's a lot of people, like even my son thinks he's going to Golden State. But he's 16 and his blood doesn't live in his brain at all right now. We all know how that is.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
obviously, if he's leaning that way, that leads me to believe more towards Cleveland. They're only gonna have. We were talking about this a week or two ago, and he's like, they're only gonna end up having like 15 million that they can work with to sign him, and that's not. You're not signing LeBron for 15 million. That's just as much as we can all pretend that he would take that much of a pay cut. LeBron's not taking that much of a pay cut. It's just not gonna happen. So. I like Cleveland.
What do you think? What you thinking, Ando? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm going to actually go on the other side of the country. I think Cleveland's number one. It could also be Miami. I think those are the only two places. To me, that
We
makes
gonna
sense.
talk about that too.
I don't see Golden State as for what Seven said. Like financially, it doesn't make sense for LeBron to go to Golden State. Not with the roster that they don't have. I mean, you're playing with the greatest shooter in Steph Curry. You're playing with the greatest chokehold artist in Draymond Green. But what else we got? I mean, you really don't have anything else there.
You think he don't go and play with Magic Carp?
I don't think he. I think he would rather slap Magikarp than catch Magikarp, man. So, I think the history that he has with Cleveland and Miami are the two places that he's going to go. I'm leaning to Cleveland. I think Miami is an outside looking in, but I think it'll be Cleveland. I said it 2 weeks ago, when we were talking about it, that Cleveland makes the most sense.
What's up, Brandon? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, big dog?
What up, B? But yeah, that's my thought. Is it makes sense. Like Denver, I don't think Denver makes sense. What is it? Denver, Philadelphia, Miami, Cleveland, Golden State, and
the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Cowboys.
You think LeBron at 41 years old wants to be a part of that circus in Dallas? Fuck no.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. I'm sorry. Am I on the right show today? Jesus Christ, all y'all are messed up in the damn head today, bro. This is not my sports report show. What's up?
So you just need to smoke a bowl like we did, and you'll be at our level. That's what it is.
LeBron will go to the White House too.
Dallas is not with the Cowboys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
You want to go to the White House too?
He'll be going to the White House via VHS tapes for the 1995 championship.
I think Cleveland would make the most sense. It'd be a third time, might be a charm for him to finish out with one more. I doubt it, but you never know. Particularly with the way the East is looking now. We'll get into that in a little bit. But I think Cleveland's the best. I think the long shot will be the Warriors just because of the money situation. If the money ain't right, he ain't gonna be right. So I think that's gonna go to stage and be a long shot.
He shouldn't care. Like, dude, you're 42. You'd have made all the money. Just basketball money alone is enough to last him the rest of his life.
Yep. Amen.
So, I mean, if it was up to me and I was that age, I'd done all the things I could do. Why not? I dare not say if they still, jump on LeBron for it, just go ring chase, dude. Who the hell else? What else you got to do, man?
Hasn't he been ring chasing for 20 years?
Sure, but I mean, he after the last 3-4 years for sure in LA, he knew he wasn't gonna win shit. Like, he knew for sure, but at this age, man, go ring chase again. Like, why not? Like,
the only reason why I say that Timberwolves don't have a chance because you got left on that roster. You ain't traded Ant.
No.
You just got Ball.
They don't have to trade anybody though.
Yeah, no, the Timberwolves have the cap space to sign.
Unless they got the cap space to do it, and I don't see it.
That'd be interesting. Ball might be the best point guard that he's played with, and I'm going like off the registration 1 through 5. Ball might be the best point guard that he's played with since Kyrie. I don't put Luka as a point guard. I put Luka as a shooting guard. I mean, he's got handles, which is nice, but I think I take LaMelo's handles over Luka's. So for him to have somebody to actually set up the plays, he can take some time, get down the court, set plays up. It could be interesting to see how they do it.
Joker wait until 27 for that extension. Wonder how Bron can fit over there. He's only playing for a championship and not so much on the money side. With the Nuggets, yeah.
That would be the slowest team ever.
Yeah.
I want to say to the Timberwolves, I don't like it. They don't really have. They're already deep on that luxury tax. I think money wise, the kind of like with Golden State, the Timberwolves just don't make sense because of money. I think if money wasn't an issue, I think it would be an interesting combo. I agree with you guys. I mean, a true point in LaMelo. You got Ant there. Ant is definitely going to heed to whatever LeBron wants. So you know who's going to be in control, even if LeBron is the 3 or the 4 as far as scoring are concerned. So I don't hate it, but money wise, it doesn't make sense.
So I think James Harden is opted out of his option to restructure. They make more space for this year. Bron probably signs a good 1-year contract. See where it goes from there.
I was going to ask this question for later, but I'll go ahead and ask now. DeMar DeRozan got let go by the Sacramento Kings. Is it possible he has a reunion with the Chicago Bulls?
Actually, I like Toronto.
Going back to Toronto.
Yeah, if he's going back somewhere, I can see Toronto.
Going back to Toronto.
He is Mr. Toronto. Like
play with Kawhi.
Even Basketball Reference has one of his nicknames is I am Mr. Toronto. But here's the thing. He goes back to Toronto. He's coming off the bench, which is fine because he's 36 years old. And I mean, what are you going to do? Make Scotty Barnes sit?
Right.
The Raptors?
Nope.
Like that's no, Scotty, come on now. Don't do him like that. He's 24.
No, I said no. Like he's not.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, Scotty Barnes isn't going to sit. You've got Kawhi there. So you'll probably, I would say Scotty Barnes maybe gets a little less playing time because you're going to want to have some time where you've got RJ Barrett, Kawhi Leonard, and DeMar DeRozan on the floor.
Right.
But honestly, I really don't hate him coming in as a 6th man for Toronto.
Mm-hmm. He'd be a 6th man for a lot of good teams.
He'd be a great 6th man for a lot of good teams.
He'd be great 6th man for the Sixers. Yeah. I know my Rockets won't pursue him, but he'd be a great 6th man over there too, if I'm being honest. Like just 10 to 15 coming off the bench, you know you're gonna get that. Like so, but yeah, he'd fit in a lot of different places as one of the best 6 men, period. I mean, he'd be great 6 man on the Knicks, if I'm being honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix, there's most of the teams in the NBA he could be a great 6 man for.
I'm about to say he'll start in Phoenix.
Hey, Kyle, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Drake
back to Toronto, especially after he dissed him on Iceman. He'll have to go to Chicago. I don't know that Drake. Pretty sure after what K-Dot did to Drake still doesn't leave his house. So
man, Toronto gonna let him back. He ain't gonna let him back. Drake ain't gonna let him back. Kyle.
Toronto's probably trying to distance themselves from Drake at this point. So I don't think that's really a concern.
He'll probably put another album out or some shit.
These Ghostwriters are probably exhausted from the feud with Kendrick still.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting to see where he goes and because wherever he goes could shake up the landscape again, particularly if he goes back in the East, because the East is looking just strong.
He could fit in on the Timberwolves bench and come off. Like I'm telling you, there are plenty of teams that can use a 6 man like him.
Oh yeah. It'd be interesting because he could shake up, particularly if you go back to the East. The East already looking strong.
Yeah.
And now you put him back over there, 6 man and somebody, man. That can be tough. All right. Let me go back to somebody who most of us here don't like for one reason or the other. Mr. Stephen A. Smith. Now, he was on his show the other day, and he says 3 white guys on the same team. He said the Lakers can't make that work. I'll let y'all know my rebuttal, and then I'll let y'all go. And my rebuttal to Stephen A. is this. 1, you got an MVP in Nikola Jokic. He white. 2, you got Luka Doncic. MVP consideration. One of the best scorers in the league. 3, you got a possible face of the league in Cooper Flag. Now, if you want to say something to the effect they might not do it or be able to because of lack of athleticism, because 2 out of that 3 can't jump 6 inches, okay. I got you.
That whole
If you
star lineup can't jump.
if you go tell
I'm
me
just being real.
if you, if you go tell me that they're not going to be able to play transition defense because of the lack of athleticism, okay, I got you on that. Understand that completely. If you live it in terms of basketball, I'm good with it. But when you start taking it and make it a racial thing, that takes you down a very slippery scale, in my opinion. Because the same thing was said about people who look like me, people who look like John, people who look like Kyle. If that same thing was said by white men, oh, we're up and on, we're going crazy, we're going to getting them mad and upset. But when it's done on that side, I gotta call it because that's wrong too. You have 3 examples of white players who are killing it right now. Jokic, Luka, Flag. They're killing it right now. And you can't say they're not because look at their performances. And like I say, you leave it to what basketball, I got you all day. But when it comes to the racial component of it, let's not go there because if it slides the other way, and the same is said about people who look like me, Cal, John, then we're up in arms. 7, what you think?
I think that if a hockey team had three black guys on their first line, like if all 3 of the black guys in the NHL were on the same team, and somebody said, and somebody said that wasn't going to be a good hockey team because there were less Russians and there were more black guys on that line, that Stephen A. Smith would be banging that desk in ESPN studios, raising hell because somebody said some
And
racist
hairline to
shit.
go back even further.
And that's the thing that frustrates me about the race baiting crap that Stephen A. does, is because there are times where he raises legitimate issues, and I will 100% acknowledge that. But when he pulls crap like this, it completely kills his credibility. It's like if Diana Rossini keeps trying to interview NFL head coaches, but the credibility's gone because you have to ask, is she fucking him? Like, the dude has no credibility at this point on race issues, and he's trying to run for fucking president. I don't understand how ESPN keeps him. Like, I get ratings are great, but you have to worry about the quality of your product at some point. And I would rather see Skip Bayless come back and deal with his dinosaur ass, lizard ass looking motherfucker, because at least he advocates for the community. He does not.
Yes.
He advocates for the community, and that is far more important than what it is that fucking Stephen A. does, and it pisses me off. Because when there's issues, I look to fucking learn. Because I know what my fucking heritage is. I know I need to shut the fuck up and listen. And all this dude does is kill credibility on these issues, and it pisses me off.
I think the thing that saves him too, and then John, I'll let you go. I think the thing that kills that kind of helps him a little bit is the fact that he doesn't say it on ESPN. He says it on his own show. But even with that, you have to hold this man accountable to some type of a standard. I mean, you can't be allowed to run roughshod regardless, because yes, you know, ESPN, but you're still on Sirius satellite radio. Are they bigger than ESPN? No, but there's still a company that employs you, that allows you on their airwaves, and you have to be held accountable and responsible for some of these crazy takes you do. Because again, you know, I get the fact that you have to draw ratings. I understand that, but there's a way to draw ratings and there's a way not to draw ratings. Go ahead, John.
I mean, both of y'all are absolutely right. Like,
Hey, Sports Mayhem.
He picks and chooses the times that he wants to be all in on something. Like, it's like one moment, all right, this isn't right far as something racist goes. Like the comparison 7 said, 3 black guys and like, no, you can't say that. Granted, you got a team full of black guys on our team. We probably gonna have some fights, straight up. But in terms of him just outrageously saying that, nah. Because I mean, you ever heard him talk about somebody like Larry Bird, and he shouldn't be saying no shit like that because that man absolutely adores Larry Bird as a basketball player. So for him to take that route or say something in that manner, it's wrong because white guys can play basketball. They can play just like us, whether they're considered foreign, American, whatever. We might not play the game the same racially wise, no. But the objective is to be good at there are some white guys that are great at things that they do on the basketball court, just like there are black guys that are great at what they do on the basketball court.
Woody Harrelson was the only actual basketball player on the set of White Man Can't Jump. Like we don't talk like
was
Wesley
he really?
Snipes, he was
Holy
dropping by.
shit.
Wesley Snipes had to.
He's right. You're right. I have never grasped the concept that he was the only one on there.
When Wesley Snipes was on the set of Major League, the baseball movie, all of his shots were doctored because he could not throw, he could not catch, with very limited exception. But we're going to try and make it about the fact of a black athlete versus a white athlete. I guarantee
had to make him
Stephen A. Smith and Woody Harrelson on a basketball court. Stephen A. Smith is getting dog walked. But we're going to make race the issue. Like Will said, athleticism, 100%. There are a lot of problems with what Ellie is doing. We can go down a list. The fact that it's white basketball players ain't even close to top 10.
Like I said, man, it's just everybody plays the game differently. Luka can't jump, but Luka can damn sure score the basketball like any other black person on this planet.
Joker can't jump either. Joker can't jump
Jokers can't jump. Like
he's MVP.
there are plenty of players who can't jump. That you can't slip a piece of paper under Zach Randolph. You can't.
I mean,
you can't. But he can score the basketball.
Yep.
He's black. It don't matter.
I mean, you take, and I hate to hear that take because if you go through history of the league, some of the best players, most notable players, particularly in the era I grew up in, were white. Bird McHale, Chris Mullin, Rex Chapman, just to name a few. There's
quite a bit of them, man.
Stockton.
What's my guy?
John
from
Stockton.
what's my guy from the Mavs? People don't talk about him. His name is escaping my brain.
JJ Barea.
Oh my gosh. No, not from the Mavs. I'm sorry, Cavs.
Mark Price.
Yeah, Mark Price.
Greg Elo.
They was talking, Petrovic. Like,
Jason
man.
Kidd, Steve Nash. Yeah. Like there's a list.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's a list.
I think Stephen A. was wrong. Like I say, if you would have said it differently in terms of basketball, because I really do think that the Lakers, if they're going to win, they're going to have to slow it down, run more half-court sets, because they're not going to be able to run with these young boys. They're going to be able to run.
The thing is, they bought a bunch of big players in.
Mm-hmm.
I get they got rid of Ayton, fine, but they bought and Luka can't run to save his life. So that's why he gets the basketball, he crosses half court. Cool. You know,
he can run,
but they don't have. I mean, Austin Reeves might be the only guy I'm thinking of in that starting lineup that can run up and down the court, like and get back quick enough. So that's gonna be their problem. But hey, we'll see. So
I just think that when you take, I don't know, they're gonna run more half court sets. They're gonna try to win by slowing it down. If I'm team like the Spurs, OKC, I'm pushing tempo. Push. The minute that ball come off the rim, rebound it, we run it.
Yeah.
And by the time the fourth quarter come around, you got them.
Yep.
You got him.
Their biggest problem is gonna be healthy because Austin Reeves ain't been playing that much the past 2 years, and neither has Luka.
Walker Kessler coming off an injury. You don't know what he's gonna look like.
Mm-mm.
You just let Rui go. Rui signed a 2-year deal with the Clippers.
Yep.
Which I think was stupid. You got a pretty good player for Ayton. Oh yeah, Drazen Petrovic, of course. He was Steph before
I said
Steph.
Petrovic.
Yep. Drazen Petrovic. Yep. So
They say he was musty, but he could hoop.
Oh yeah, it's it's just the fact, man, that did not sit that comment. It was funny, but that comment wasn't indicative of what the league really is.
It wasn't funny though. Like,
I mean, 3 white dudes coming off to be the great white hopes. Bro, come on, man. Look at the league. Joker could win another MVP. Luka could win an MVP. Cooper Flag could be the face of the freaking league right now.
arguably, Joker could have at least 2 more MVPs.
I was thinking the same thing. Like he could easily just...
And you, like you said, Cooper Flag going to be a face of the league very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there are so many other things that he can focus on, but that dude latches on to race so fucking quickly, and I don't get it. I honestly, I don't get it.
His mouth works before his brain does.
I would rather listen to his daughter's sports takes than his 99 times out of 100. Because she always thinks before she speaks.
Right. And another thing about Stephen A that bothers me too, while we're on that subject, I've never seen somebody as sensitive as he is. I get every now and again you have to defend yourself over certain things, but do you really have to defend yourself over everything?
Is he KD sensitive?
He LeBron James sensitive. Yeah. Yeah. Because every time you turn around, anytime anybody says, there's levels to this. Anybody that says anything bad about him, anything, he's on straight shooter. If it's not on his show, it's on straight shooter trying to defend himself. Bro, look at everything that you've done. Look at how much money you've made. Stop it. You don't have to defend every freaking thing. If I call you a loser, I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody at the end of the day. I'm just a sales rep. So if I call you a loser, you're going to come on straight shooter and say, William Morgan, you do not know me. Bro.
Damn, you sound just like when he said that.
You do not know me.
First of all,
William Morgan, you do not know me. I'm Hollis Queens.
We're going to look back at all these podcasts and it is going to blow up. But hey, so people going to have some shit to say. Yep. It is going to be funny.
I would honestly put him as more sensitive than KD or even Draymond. Like
Draymond's emotional. He don't know how to control it.
Honestly, like if you combine Draymond and KD, that's Stephen A. Smith.
He has the emotions of a fish.
The thing for me is like if he was truly as great as he tries to say that he is, Stephen A. And when with all these people he comes back at to criticize.
Right.
All the greats, the truly great ones, when somebody asks them about a criticism from somebody, they go, who?
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
One word. Like, Stephen A., somebody goes, Tony Gladstone said this, and he's going to launch on a tirade, having no idea who I am.
Tony Gladstone, you said this about me on podcasting deferred.
And
why?
He's going to use so many big words, and you just have to hope that the camera doesn't pan down enough to the thesaurus that he has open so he can remember which big words he's using.
You cross it off the list.
He's got them highlighted.
Yeah, highlighted. We got to cross the bridges off the list.
That
Oh man.
and that's why I think you got to combine KD and Draymond, and that's where you get Stephen A. Smith when it comes to it, because he's emotional and he takes everything personal. KD can at least get out on the court and shut people up. It's been a long time since Stephen A. Smith managed to actually do something well enough to shut people up. So that's where you get the combo.
Thanks. Tony Glavestone. I'm from Hollis, Queens, New York. Brother, you really think that little of me?
Yes.
You really think that little of me?
Yes.
I don't know you. I don't know where you
My
come
hairline
from.
is receding that much.
You've made my hairline recede another 3 inches. I'm gonna get to
I
you.
almost grew a beard messing with y'all.
It's
But Tony Glavestone, I'm gonna get back to you on Monday.
ESPN.
ESPN First Take.
ESPN needs to just maximize at this point with that 5 head that Stephen A. Smith has got going on. And you just
projector, boy.
You get into First Take, and all of a sudden you see brought to you by DraftKings or Panini. Just something. Just sell some ad space on it. Brought to you by SiriusXM right there across Stephen A.'s forehead.
Not Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown.
Oh,
Rasha Nesterovic. Kwame Brown. Yeah, so this man talked about Kwame Brown for years. Then a couple months ago, he apologizes to Kwame Brown over the way things went. Bro, he's been retired for how long?
He talks about Kwame more than Skip talks about Tim Tebow. Am I wrong?
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
No.
You ain't lying. Kwame.
Man, I was rooting for Tim Tebow. I can't lie. I was rooting for him to do good. I was rooting for him.
The Stepford husband looking guy, I was rooting for him too. He had some potential.
Yeah, one good playoff run.
Yep. That was it.
One good playoff win.
One good win. That wasn't even a run, a win.
Yeah, the win.
Yep, and a lucky pass.
He definitely became
Chris Leak should have got drafted.
He definitely became Timu Baker Mayfield, but it's Stephen A. got to chill.
Oh yeah, fact.
Like I said, his mouth works before his brain sometimes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Right.
It
was damn near impossible, but hey.
All right, let me go on to our next topic here. We're gonna talk about. I gotta get off this Stephen A. Smith stuff because this just. Do you guys think Jason Tatum played a role in a Jaylen Brown trade?
Yeah,
I think so too.
I never sat down and thought about it.
I think so too.
He definitely had to have a hand in it or okay it. Yeah, he definitely had to okay it. Now that I'm thinking about it. But he definitely had to be like, I'm cool with it. But for Paul George, I would have not been cool with that kid.
More than Colin Cowherd talking about Brady falling off the ledge.
At the very least, we know Tatum had to approve it. There's no question. And I think that on the surface, if you look at what Jaylen Brown did last year while Jason Tatum was down, he increased his value.
He did.
Boston knew if they were going to be moving off of him for any reason, this was the opportunity, because you're not going to see that same Brown next year because Jason Tatum's going to be back, so he's not going to be used the same. So if you're going to move off of him and get the maximum return and not have to give him a max or a super max contract, this is when you do it. So there was definitely a business decision involved with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Tatum was like, yeah, he all right to go. And then he saw Paul George. He was like, wait a minute. Do we get a receipt? Can we return?
That was a stupid to me. That was a stupid trade to me because I would for what you got back. I would have held on to him because Paul George is at the end of his rope.
Definitely.
He's washed, and beating picks you got ain't gonna mean nothing because this is potentially now makes the 76ers one of the better teams in the league.
They can take on the Knicks with that team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, so I have two things with this. Was this a case of they went to Jaylen Brown, they said, these are the best 3 offers we got. Which one do you want to go to? Because after what he did last year and carrying that team the way he did, one could argue he earned at least a voice in where he went.
Right.
Not saying he got to choose,
right?
But he got an opinion. I will give him that. My second question is, what were the other offers like?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I want to know.
Like, what did you pass on for Paul George and picks to get rid of Brown? Because really, is that the best you could do? Or one of the even top 3 offers?
Yep.
Dude, it makes no sense. They got worse.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
They made another team in their own division better than them.
It makes sense for one reason. It makes sense. It makes sense for the money line. It makes sense because the salaries are pretty close together. So that point I get. But hell, I'm like this. Paul George ain't gonna give you nothing. He ain't gonna give you nothing. So buy him out and move on.
And maybe that's what they do, but at the same time, like if I'm looking at dollar for dollar, the picks in Paul George or holding on to Brown, I would almost rather hold on to Brown because even buying out Paul George, you're looking at what, 70, 80 cents on the dollar?
Mm-hmm.
You're still spending too much for Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Particularly now.
And it doesn't make sense.
Particularly now. Where he is.
Man, that's one trade I didn't understand. Yeah, you should at least down there traded him for another star in the league. Paul George he was a star. He played like a superstar for maybe about 5 years of his career. Maybe 6.
League. And just the top and the bottom just aren't there.
Cal says on paper the Sixers look better in real life. It's the same first round exit team. This will be fine.
He don't want Philly to have shit.
Russian hysteric.
He don't want Philly to have a damn thing.
No, he don't. But my thing is this though. My thing is just going the Philly route for a second. My problem with this whole thing is this: you're gonna have to retool a little bit because you got Edgecombe, you got Maxey, you got Brown. You're gonna have to retool a little bit because you have Embiid. You can't have Embiid clogging up your middle. You can't
have Embiid.
Don't worry. He gonna be in one of Anthony Davis's ambulances. And that team gonna be fine.
That's what I'm saying. You got Embiid for like 50% of the time. So like that's almost a non-factor.
Oh man.
No, if anything, Embiid becomes number 4 on the list. If anything,
ain't no way in hell Embiid is going to be okay with being the 4 on that team. Like
that team can run now. All 4 of them, excluding they can run.
Street clothes.
Hold on. 7. Once Embiid plays 1 back-to-back next season, I'll start taking his opinion seriously. Until you can make a back-to-back.
It's because here's the thing. This is the reason why I bring up Embiid not being okay being the 4. Is that where reasonably he would go based on where that roster looks like? Probably. But his ego won't allow it. And if you're the Sixers, you've already had to deal with problems with egos in that locker room.
Yeah.
You're about to have to pivot with his getting even worse after all of the issues that you had with Embiid. Mm-hmm. So you almost have to have him as at least the 3.
Work on.
When he's on the court. And now are you maybe going to only give him, maybe 28 minutes a game instead of 35? Probably.
He'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still not playing back-to-backs even at 28 minutes a game.
Nah.
But
2.5 quarters a game. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Ooh, man, I can't stand that shit. I'm sorry, my work ethic
No,
is
you're-
different. Like,
I agree.
No, you should want to be on the court as much as possible, and Embiid does not. Embiid does not throw that off.
That and that's where it throws me off with that roster. Like that's why I don't disagree with Kyle on what he said about them being a first round exit team, because the anchor that should be, and I say he is the anchor that should be Embiid, is not a reliable foundation.
Heck no.
Nope.
Street Clothes Part 2.
Exactly.
and didn't they sign Tobias?
Tobias Harris, yeah, I think I
Did
saw
they? I thought Tobias went to a different team. Let me look.
I thought so too.
Where did he go? I forgot. I
San
thought
Antonio.
He was just San Antonio. That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
And speaking of San Antonio, shout out to Billy Donovan going over there to be one of the assistant coaches.
Well,
Yes.
I just spent
Yes.
I just spent 25 minutes dealing with family shit, and that's the first thing you're gonna say is congratulations to Billy fucking Donovan.
Yes.
If it was
because
2009, it'd be cool, right? I gotta keep it down because I got family sleeping in the house, so I gotta keep my emotions in check. But it's not 2009.
I'm just saying congratulations because he's off our squad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's off our squad. So congratulations, head over to the Spurs.
Patrick Williams.
I wish you much success. So as far as Patrick Williams go, that man need to go. I don't know how we gonna do it, but that man need to go.
What were you gonna say, Seven?
On the Sixers, you're starting 5 on the depth chart on ESPN. Obviously, this could change because the season hasn't even come close to starting yet. You got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edcombe, Jaylen Brown, Dean Wade, and Embiid. So on paper right now, Embiid is still a 3. First of all, I mean, you've got Brown, Maxey, and then Embiid.
Yeah.
Right?
Edgecombe is your 4.
Edgecombe is your 4, and then Dean Wade is your 5. But Embiid is your center. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be your 3.
No.
He's gonna
or your 5.
He's gonna have to definitely change up on how he's being used, because you got a team like John said, they can run, they can actually go out and play defense on the other end. And on the offensive side of the ball, you're gonna have to unclog that middle. And I don't know how well with the injuries and things like that, Joel can still play on the perimeter, so to speak.
The center shouldn't be a player.
They
have to create a balance with him.
Right.
He can definitely step out there, and that pick and roll can be unstoppable with any 3 of them that's handling the back. Well, no, I take that back. Jaylen Brown don't need to handle no basketball.
Hell no.
Hell no.
The problem that Embiid has is his ego is going to want the ball anywhere other than the paint. If Embiid played strictly in the paint, give me 14, 16 points in the paint and give me 12 and 15 rebounds. Like 16, 15 with Embiid. That's solid.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
If you can give me 16 points in 28 to 30 minutes inside the paint, 60 games out of the year, I'm happy with that performance.
And you got 2 players on your team, two other players on your team who could average 20 easily.
Yeah.
Edgecombe probably going to be somewhere between 15 points a game.
Yeah, and
you're perfect.
That was their first round pick last year.
As long as you get some contribute from your bench, like you're good.
You're good to go.
You have a decent year out of that team, period.
That's honestly we were just kind of talking about this. That's not a bad spot for DeMar DeRozan to come off the bench at.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Did we talk about Kawhi?
No, not yet. I was gonna bring him up in a second.
Okay.
I want to ask you guys this first, and I don't know who watched the show. Did anybody here watch Gil's Arena?
Gilbert Arenas?
I see clips of it sometimes.
Yeah, I don't watch this podcast.
Underdog fired. He left, and Underdog fired everybody on that show, including that. And I'm gonna call it as I see it. I don't care if he hears it. Rashad McCants, you a punk bitch. You gonna Gilbert Arenas brings you into his show, put you in that spot, He put you in that spot, Rashad McCants. And when the shit hit the fan, instead of you staying with Gilbert Arenas, who looked out for you and put you on with that show, the last day, instead of you backing up your boy, you're gonna back up Underdog. Gonna wear an Underdog t-shirt and an Underdog hat, thinking Underdog for the opportunity. When it wasn't Underdog who brought you in the first place, it was Gilbert Arenas who brought your punk ass in. So now, all of a sudden, Gilbert has 100% control over his show. Underdog fires everybody, including your punk ass. And it makes it so funny that if you go back and watch that last episode, somebody, and I believe it was Swaggy P, if I'm not mistaken, somebody said, somebody's sucking. So, yeah, I just thought that we all know who Rashad McCants is. He had
who?
No, Rashad McCants.
the guy who was like 6th or 7th option on the Minnesota Timberwolves when Ricky Rubio was there. Yeah, great. The great NBA career, bro.
The motherfucker that played at North Carolina and was talking shit about his teammates over there. Talking about playing at North Carolina was
that's where he fucked up for real with me, man. Don't go. If all your teammates about you are saying the same thing, it's true.
Yeah,
it's truer than Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
it's fucking true, man.
It's true. It's damn real true, boy. Where my milk at? Where my milk at?
7, you're muted.
Hey, he came with that milk truck, man. I lost.
Really quick about Kurt Angle. Did you see the post he had today? He was playing with his kids on the trampoline, and his daughter had wanted him to learn the moonshot, and had wanted to learn it from him, and she finally got it right. And he was at the dentist. He was missing a tooth. He said she got it perfect. And then he asked, like, now I got to explain this to my wife after I promised her I wouldn't wrestle with the kids on the trampoline. I was like, damn, that's a dad move right there.
Damn.
Definitely.
But I just thought, man, that I think what happened, and I think what messed Gilbert up was the fact that he went on vacation for a week. I think it was the college, either the NBA finals or the college finals. Skip Bayless took over that week. And Underdog decided to go with Skip Bayless for that week. So when Gilbert came back, all of a sudden Underdog wanted to get that man off his own show.
Can I just say that anything that Skip Bayless is attached to becomes old man wrinkly balls? Like, I do not want to watch it in any way, shape, or form. Like, it just anything he says, it's just like, I'm gonna turn off my TV now. Thank you, Skip.
Skip Bayless has to be in a studio because the heat lamps are better for his lizard skin.
Will, the day you bring Skip Bayless onto the show is the day I give you my resignation.
Oh God, I'm sending a fucking email right now.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
I already quit the show once today. I'm not doing it.
I got shit to talk.
Hey, y'all, we got Skip Bayless coming on. Y'all come on through.
I got shit to talk. I'm coming on the show.
It ain't gonna be the Sports Reports podcast.
God,
it's gonna be the Skip Bayless, a new asshole podcast.
I got shit to talk.
Hey, what's this with Joy Taylor sticking up for Angel Reese and bashing or talking shit about Caitlin? Caitlin Clark. Yeah, up until my son Angel Reese is more about substance, whereas Caitlin Clark is about stats. Joy Taylor, shut up. That's gonna be the only time I'll tell you to shut up ever, because you look beautiful. Big peanut butter skin.
No,
the cocoa peanut butter skin.
But yes, I'm with you.
I'm still taking Taylor Rook.
But I love Taylor Rook. But
I'm still going Taylor.
But shut up. Just shut up, man. Just shut up, man.
Respect for her than that. That's got to be one of her worst takes.
Yeah,
she knows better than that. Come on now.
Way better than that.
That's insane.
Wait, and before I get Will, all you do is hate on black women. Take no, I'm not. Angel Reese is terrible. She's terrible. She's terrible. How you gonna be positive about somebody who's terrible at their job?
Hey, Will.
Well, yo, one day, boy, you done call Rashad a punk bitch, boy.
Punk bitch.
And
Punk
I told
bitch.
Joy Taylor this would be the only time I tell you to shut up.
Shut up.
Woo.
If John calls dibs on Taylor Rook, can I call dibs on Maria Taylor?
Sure,
Somebody
go
needs
for it,
to.
Ando. Miss
Somebody
Maria
needs to call
Taylor.
it. Oh
So
shit,
that-
badly too.
After that take, I can't Joy Taylor seriously. Like,
I don't need her to talk. I'm still got dibs.
all right, you got dibs, 7. Take that cocoa butter
Certain
queen
shit-
to your bedroom.
Certain chicks, you just don't care about their political views.
So I'm gonna
you
say
just don't
this,
give a
though,
damn.
Rachel
It's like,
Nichols.
what's her? It's like, what's her name? Tommy Lauren, whatever her name.
Loren?
What's her name?
Tommy
Tom-
Loren?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. I gives a damn if you support MAGA. Just bend over. I don't give a damn what you support. It's bend over.
Yeah.
Rachel Nichols is like that with me.
It's
Rachel
bend
Nichols.
over. I don't give a damn what you
Whoa.
support. It's bend over. I do. Bend over.
That
You guys remember Rachel Nichols, right?
Oh my god.
I remember Rachel.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
I remember
Rachel's
Rachel.
pretty, man.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
she's
she's a
pretty.
and she's a
Yeah,
redhead.
definitely.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Some women you don't care about that political affiliation. You just want to smash and be done.
I just want them to cuddle me in bed. That is all I want.
Shit.
Get you a big girl, Ando.
Rachel Nichols is big enough for me, sir. It's
What do you
good.
get?
No,
Oh, man.
Trust me.
And you get some triple D's or something on your back.
Find
Ando, you'll be in love, buddy.
Let me
Gonna
ask
make
y'all a
me blush,
question.
man.
Let
Gonna
me
make
You
me
ask
gonna be in
y'all.
love, buddy.
Let me ask y'all a question.
You
What y'all-
gonna be the little spoon.
Okay, all right.
You gonna enjoy it, bro.
The snacks are better too. 100%. Hand to God, the snacks are better. Trust me.
There you go.
Hey,
But let me ask y'all this real quick. I was thinking about this the other day, and this is the main reason why I say forget political affiliation. What's y'all's opinion on Sophie Cunningham? Because she's got a little being petty, little point thing that she does in the NBA games against people. Well, Chelsea Green got called out on that, and because they did it on SmackDown last week, she got accused of being MAGA, and Chelsea Green had to give a statement and delete her Twitter today because
Why?
they thought she was like Sophie Cunningham with MAGA.
First off, that was funny as hell when Sophie Cunningham did it to the player that she was doing it to.
It was funny.
Fucking hilarious.
It was funny.
Okay, and then the fact that everybody is
Sophie a
doing it and now we're
dog,
seeing memes, bro. She's fucking let it ride, man. Just
she a
fucking let
dog,
it ride.
man.
Sophie understands that the W has to be more entertaining to keep this going. And she does exactly that. I'm not going to say that she's the most skilled basketball player.
No, she's a
Does she
great
look
shooter.
like- she is a decent shooter. Yes, she looks like Brittany Mahomes with slightly bigger tits. But she actually
Damn.
plays, and think about it. You're going to look at the pictures side by side. You're going to go, motherfucker. But here's the deal. Just because somebody does something does not mean it immediately needs to get tied to their political affiliation.
Right.
I don't give a fuck who they're voting for. I'm watching what's on the court.
Right.
And of course, Sophie's Instagram for a completely different reason. But I care about what's
Is it pretty
as an
good?
athlete.
Follow her.
Oh, it's
Follow,
good, man. It's good.
follow.
Trust me.
Hey, follow her. Hey, follow her.
Hey,
Hey,
I got
follow
something
her.
to do when I get off.
Hey,
this.
hey. I'm telling y'all right now. Go follow Sophie on TikTok. Go follow
But-
Sophie on TikTok and Luxie Hall too. Go follow both of them on TikTok.
So
I don't care what their political affiliation is. I don't
Give
care
a
what
damn.
Jackson Dart's political affiliation is. Tim Scatabo probably votes for the dude with the fucking boot on his head because he doesn't know any difference. I
who hates
don't
crayons? Yeah.
give a fuck.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
I don't
So
talk to my
hold on.
coworkers about their political affiliation. I
So
don't care. I care about if they do their fucking job. When
Exactly.
I'm talking about an athlete, I care if they do.
And
their
what does
fucking
Chelsea
job.
Green do? What does Chelsea Green do? What does she do?
entertain the
Fucking
fans,
job.
She entertains the hell out the fans,
and
and
she's
it's one
cute as hell to look at.
and she is one hell of a wrestler.
And
One
she got a nice
hell of a
butt.
wrestler.
She got a
Tell
nice
me,
butt.
oh yes you do, yes
got
you do.
a nice
Y'all saw
butt.
that y'all saw that 4th of July picture I put on
Mhm.
Facebook.
Yes, we did. Yes,
Oh,
we did.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
can we throw this most recent comment up from Jay Suggs?
Yeah.
What?
That guy's name is DJ Qualls, by the way.
And
just
he's like
so you
hella
know.
gay, by the way.
Yeah.
Super fucking gay.
Uh,
He was better in the new guy anyway.
Oh, absolutely. New guy was just like creme de la creme.
Oh,
him and
shit, Ando. God. Oh, man.
Dude, don't get not. It is like.
I mean, but
go
Suggs
watch
is
the
actually
new
kind of
guy.
right here.
I have. That movie is hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
Like Suggs is right though. I mean, Ando, like that's really what you got to do. Like even just a little while, like you get to be a little spoon. Like everyone, it's kind of nice to get experience.
I'm telling you, man,
And the
it's great over here.
The snacks, bro.
All your food gets reheated in the oven. They don't do microwave.
No.
You get oven reheated food. A little butter on top.
Real quick,
Yes.
real quick, just to be fair, I just want happy belated happy belated 4th of July. Happy belated 4th of July. Because here we go.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta warn me next time. God damn it, gotta take my hat off.
Yep, we gotta salute. Everybody we'll take your goddamn hat off.
Be respectful.
Y'all are stupid.
Stupid for that,
Oh man.
Listen. But and Seven is completely right. Political affiliations don't matter, man. And it's just and that part was considered wrestling news today. That's some weak ass news.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah, man.
I get this time of year is slow for sports news. But why are we focusing on that shit? Like,
I mean, if you want to just keep it in wrestling, we got Sami Zayn, the world heavyweight champion.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, though. Not tonight, though.
Punk.
Not tonight, though. And me and you got to talk about that.
Monday?
Me and you got to talk about that shit, Ando, because I think that shit's wrong. But we had Sami Zayn champion up until recently.
Tonight.
We got a lot going on in WWE, and that's what you choose to take from it. That's what you choose.
We got Brock Lesnar going up against Soba Femi at Hell in the
Cell. We got new tag team champions.
Can I just say I'm jealous of Austin Theory? Like, did you see the way Maxine Dupree jumped into his arms?
Yeah,
like,
they're a couple now. Yeah, that's amazing. But I just think that was wrong. One more. I got more topics here, but I'm gonna leave it to two more, and then I'll give it over to Seven for baseball, and then we'll go ahead and proceed on out. ESPN ranked the top 10 players at 11 positions. The first position that they released was running back. So I'm gonna go over the top 10 and see if you agree with these top 10, or maybe you replace somebody or move them further up, further down.
Hold on, before you go, are they doing it by rankings or is it no particular order?
It's by the 10 top players in one particular category.
Okay.
One position, this is running back.
Okay.
Number 10 is Breece Hall.
Who else is on the list?
Number 9, Kenneth Walker.
Okay.
Number 8, Devon A-Chain.
I would put Hall over H-Chan personally.
Number 7,
Kenneth Walker over H-Chan.
Yeah.
It just depends on what team A-Chain is on, because his first few years and he was healthy. Oh, he was better than Breece Hall to me. So
yeah. Number 7, James Cook. Number
Buffalo,
6,
yeah.
Number 6, Derrick Henry. Number 5, Jonathan Taylor. Number 4, Christian McCaffrey. I got big problem with that. Number 3, Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Another big problem. Number 2, Jahmyr Gibbs.
What?
Number 2, Jahmyr Gibbs.
No.
Detroit Lions.
You mean top 4.
And number 1, Bijan Robinson from the Falcons.
Is that the order?
Yeah, that's the order.
That's the order.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow. That's a good top 10, but the order that's not the right order.
That's not the right order.
That's a decent top 10
to
have, but no, that's not the right order. Not at all.
You have a problem with Christian McCaffrey that high 7.
Absolutely.
I do too.
I respect his ability, and he's a top 10 running back.
If he can stay healthy.
That's my point.
That's the key.
Those two things are true. But the best ability as a professional athlete is availability.
Yeah.
And you can't, and for the last 5+ years, that has not been there.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-mm.
And so like I can put him at
Jory, what's up?
What up, Jory?
8 to 10.
Yeah.
But practically every single running back on that list has actually been
Did he
available.
say where's OJ?
Yeah, he didn't know.
He didn't know
we-
we were doing the.
He didn't know we were doing current players. What's up, Jerry?
He in the grave, baby.
What's going on, Jerry?
He in the grave.
I would argue.
He didn't do it.
I think Derek, you have to put in the top 4. I would say
Derek is number 1. He's available.
I would argue that
He's
Saquon
available.
I think Saquon's
That's an argument. Yeah, sure. That's an argument.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. 1 and 2, Saquon and Derrick Henry. I will take either way.
And then you put Bijan at number 3. I'm okay with. You don't think Bijan at number 3?
Either Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs.
I would say Jonathan Taylor at 3 or 4.
Jahmyr Gibbs at 3, Jonathan Taylor at 4.
I will say one thing.
Okay.
I will say one thing for Jahmyr Gibbs that makes me think his number 2 is correct. His top end speed is just freaking sick.
But the benefit that he has had,
my God,
the benefit that Gibbs has had over the last 3 years is he's had David Montgomery there.
Right.
We're about to
but
find
he
out
hasn't been that healthy.
We're about to find out what real potential Gibbs has.
Because David Montgomery is gone. He's
correct. Now they have Isaiah Pacheco, which is good, but he's going to be that kind of 3-down back at this point.
Go ahead, sir.
The job of a running back is to get yards, right?
Right.
Correct.
He's 7th in yards last year. I'm sorry, that matters. But at the same time,
what about total yards?
Total yards.
Because he's also a catcher. He can also catch the football very well.
Receiving, he's another 6, a little over 600. So let's say, he still didn't have a 2,000-yard season, which for a back that's really good runner and a catcher, they should be flirting with 2. I feel like for a top 5.
Now, how many rush yards do you have?
1,200.
We'll see. Okay. We'll, like Ando said, we'll see this year because there's no David Montgomery. You got Pacheco there to spelling, but
Pacheco is going to be your 2. Your
3rd down. Yeah, because they got the same capability.
Henry,
I can still put him at 3 or 4.
Top 5, 6 for J Suggs, Henry, Taylor, Bijan, Gibbs, C-Mac, Devon, A-Chain.
You forgot Saquon. Saquon has to be in the top 3.
Yeah, Saquon has to be in there.
Because Saquon changes the game when he's on the field.
But to me, Derrick Henry's number 1 because he's always been available. His availability is why I say he should be number 1.
That makes sense.
That's the only thing that makes me say that.
I can't disagree.
And he produces, no matter the team.
Yeah, he does.
No matter how bad or good the team is, Derrick Henry produces.
He does.
And that's the marker of a good running back, and that's why I like if you have him at 1 and Saquon at 2, or Saquon at 1 and him at 2. Like I can't argue either one of those because there's cases for both.
Yeah.
But Bijan is way too high ranked. I can't put Jahmyr Gibbs at 2. He's 3 at best, but I'd probably go like
I could put him at 3 or 4.
I don't know. I would put Taylor at 3. I would say Saquon at 1, Henry at 2, Taylor at 3.
But you can make the same. But you can make the same thing for Taylor that you get for anybody because Taylor gets hurt during this. He gets hurt during the season.
He stayed healthy this last year though. What hurt Taylor this year is that inconsistency at quarterback play once Daniel Jones went down.
Yeah,
because you didn't have that threat.
You knew he was going to get the ball more because of the fact that he went. No, I agree with that.
Right, last thing
Daniel Jones was going to derp in some way, shape, or form.
Derp. All right,
derp Jones.
Derp Jones. All right, the last thing I want to get into, then we'll go to you to finish up on baseball. With AJ Brown in tow, will the Patriots be the team to beat in the AFC?
No,
I'm going to argue and say yes because they're the AFC champions. I think until you get beat, you're the team to beat.
I hear what you're saying, but when you look at the way that the AFC looks this year,
okay,
it's on paper, yes, because they were the AFC champions. I completely agree with that, but you've got to look at the fact that you are about to see multiple teams that are night and day. Kansas City is not going to be a joke this year.
No.
The number of people that are sleeping on the fucking Titans pisses me off. That is going to be a team that is going to hit you in the mouth this year. And if we just base everything off of last year's results, then sure, obviously it's the Patriots. But we've got, we're always taking into account the changes that they've made when we talk about how things are ranked. We were just talking about running backs. Look at what's going to happen with Jahmyr Gibbs this year, because he's not going to have, the extra support. Like we're taking into account. The Titans are not going to be a joke this year, and the number of people that are sleeping on them baffles me. But then when you look at the AFC, I mean, the Bills, I think, are going to be a better team. Do I think they're better than the Patriots? I don't know, but
they're going to be the same they were last year.
They're going to be. I think they're going to be improved. One of the biggest criticisms that we've always had about the Ravens is how horrible Todd Monken was at calling an offense. They don't have that weight this year. They have a new coach this year. We're going to probably see a completely different Lamar Jackson this year than we've seen, or at least a more refreshed and differently utilized version to finally justify some of the glazing that has been coming his direction for a while now. So it's I think the AFC is going to be far more of a competition this year. And so it's hard for me to just outright call the Patriots the team to beat, because I think it's going to be stacked. I think the pack is going to be loaded this year.
Yeah. And I think the Jaguars were pretty damn good last year. They just kind of hit that buzzsaw that was Buffalo at the wrong time in the playoffs, because they were the hottest team going into the playoffs.
They sure was, man. I was rooting for them big time.
You guys know Rob, my twin brother, is massive diehard Jaguars fan. So no, I think the Jaguars will be improving. Cohen gets another year to kind of put his mark on that team. Trevor Lawrence, according to Liam Combs, said he's looking absolutely amazing. Training camp looks great. His relationship with BTJ is looking better than it was last year, which is going to be a great improvement because they need that connection for them to be able to hit downfield.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about Tennessee. I mean, the fact that they're coached by Robert Saleh and who's the Twinkie guy, Brian Dable. That doesn't leave me with a lot of confidence. Sorry, Jory.
No, come on now, Brian Dable with a healthy Cam Ward. I'm sorry, but that's something you can't ignore. Okay. Brian Dable managed to make Daniel Jones look like a serviceable fucking quarterback and get him a contract. You tell me you give him somebody that actually has athletic ability and common sense like Cam Ward?
Why? Because he went to Washington State. Absolutely.
Like, there's too many things with Tennessee. Like, there are so many people that are sleeping.
Go Washington State, Ando. Go Washington State.
Washington State, baby. Let's go.
I just... There are okay. Is it possible that Tennessee falls flat? Absolutely. Yeah. But there are too many signs with that roster, with that team, with that organization, the changes that they've made.
I'm going to say this,
and also we look at the Colts this year are going to be a force in the AFC because Carly Ursay isn't fucking around.
No.
She's doing good things for that organization. So I just, it's hard for me to call one team the team to beat in the AFC because it's so fucking loaded.
Can I just say that I hope Tennessee fails just because those New Jerseys look absolutely hideous? Does that make me a bad person? Like,
I haven't even seen them yet.
Dude, no, you don't want to. You don't want to. Actually, I will say this. The Falcons, I heard, got new uniforms this year. I can't remember what they look like. But the Commanders are going back to their 90s jerseys. Just instead of the Redskins logo, they're having the W for the Commanders. But I like the jersey setups that they got for them. I'm glad that they're bringing back the 90s jerseys.
I like that.
All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and before we get into our baseball news, John, we'll go ahead and let you go. Got any last thoughts? Anything you want to say?
Stephen A., use your brain. You know, get you some, come back, figure it out later.
Stay off the damn weed. Get
you some that'll make your hairline come back.
Don't take what LeBron's taking.
Bosley Hair Centers. Hair Centers.
LeBron look like he about 57 when he don't dye his beard, man. Good God almighty. His beard gray and gray. He need that Wall Glide Frazier, and I'm sure he gonna use it.
Damn.
But nah, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate
Having
you,
this
John.
on. So yeah.
We'll see you next week, brother.
All right now.
All right, man. Later. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our Major League Baseball news before we go on out of here for the evening. 7, what you got for us, my friend?
There are 7 umpires retiring at the end of this year because Major League Baseball has offered them a contract buyout due to performance and various issues. Those 7 umpires are CB Buckner, Laz Diaz, Brian O'Nara, Lance Barksdale, Marvin Hudson, Tony Randazzo, and Andy Fletcher. All of these umpires are umpires that have a bad accuracy that has been even more exposed by the ABS system.
Damn.
The question is, one of the names that has been floated as being potential for a full-time umpire in 2027 as a replacement is Jen Powell, who was the first woman to have the opportunity to umpire a Major League Baseball game. She's right now basically like she's still umpiring primarily in the minor leagues in AAA. But if somebody goes down, somebody takes a vacation, something like that, she's one of the ones that gets a call.
To move in. Okay.
To take that. So that's why she's looked at as being in the position to being the first full-time female umpire with the 2027 season, if it happens, based on, how CBA negotiations go. However, if you watch games that Jen Powell has umpired behind the plate, it's not great. Definitely below the standard that Major League Baseball has. Not saying it's because she's a woman. It's because she's a shitty umpire. So let's be clear before anybody fucking comes at me. That's not what this is about.
Right.
Do you not follow her Instagram as well?
Oh, God, no. No. Like if she never, nope, I would get in trouble for what I was going to say there.
Good catch. Good catch.
I don't want to have to write myself up. The thing for me is if you're Major League Baseball, knowing that Jen Powell also struggles with her accuracy as an umpire, do you take the PR boost by calling her up, knowing that she is going to end up as some of these other umpires that are being bought out, in that she's going to be exposed, her accuracy is going to be even more exposed? Or do you leave her down and call up others and wait for the inevitable argument of people saying that they didn't do it because she's a woman? We'll talk about. We're going to talk about the Braves, and we're working that direction.
That's a fine line to ride for sure. 7. Not that baseball, I think, needs the press of bringing Powell up to make her, the first full-time female umpire. You got to make the best decision for what's going to keep the game going. And I think they're going – I would hope that they err on the side of caution and be like, okay, we'll keep her down there for another couple months, see what happens. Because, I mean, if you do it like that, it's, oh, hey, cool, we have a woman one. If it's not a great move, baseball's going to hit the shit again. So I would say give it a couple more months. If anything, it, kind of lets that pot stew a little bit more for then when it does happen, people get it. So.
Well, what do you think?
I don't want to Caitlin Clark her because that point, she's a terrible umpire and you're just doing it to get the views, to get the eyes on it. But at the same point, I wouldn't bring her up. I wouldn't do it because I realize you do get the views for bringing her up, but she's also bad at her job. Just let guys go for being bad at their job. So I don't care if she is a woman. If she was a woman that was better, okay, cool. But she's not. So I wouldn't bring her up.
For me, like I understand the importance of diversity. I think intentional diversity is important because you can get diversity in thought, diversity in experience. So I do value that in a reasonable sense. However, bringing her up just to bring her up because she would be a female umpire has no value to me. And I think that when you look at the umpires, the umpires that should be in the majors are the ones that are the best at their job.
Yep.
If
Amen.
I'm looking at realistically, there's probably somewhere around 50 to 60 umpires that are considered major league umpires. You've got roughly 15 full-time crews of 4 to 5. Because each crew of 4 usually has a backup that sits just in case somebody gets hurt. So, and they all kind of rotate that stuff. That's just kind of how those crews go. So you're looking at roughly 60 full-time umpires at the major league level. Those 60 should be the absolute best at that job.
Exactly.
And I'm not just talking like behind the plate. Like, I don't think people, and I think one of the things that ABS has shown this year is just how good some of these guys are at their job, because the overturn rate is, like the average is around like 52-53% last time I saw it.
Right.
So they're getting more right than people act like. And the actual accuracy rating for umpires, like when you combine all the pitches and stuff like that, I think the average is somewhere around 92 to 93%. And when you look at a large portion of these balls going north of 92, 93 miles an hour, it's not easy.
No.
So to that, I do have mad respect for umpires and what they do, even if I think most of them are assholes.
No.
Right.
But you can't just call somebody up to check a box to say that you've done it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to say Kelsey Whitmore should be playing Major League Baseball because we need our first actual professional female Major League Baseball player. No, Kelsey Whitmore should get called up to the majors for Major League Baseball if she's actually talented enough to play the fucking position, to hit the ball. Like, it does no, and there's no value to calling somebody up simply to check that box.
Exactly.
And so if they're going to do it, then Jen Powell better be one of the top 60, 65, whatever it is, umpires for both calling balls and strikes, calling at the plate, understanding the rules. All of that needs to be checked.
Yep.
If she scores in that range, all for it. Because that's what I want the other umpire. That's what I want the standards for all of them to be. It's not just about her.
Not just her. Right.
And exactly. So that's where I look at it with that. Now, to Sug's question about Miami being a potential dark horse, right now they have the last wildcard seed in the National League. If the playoffs, if cutoffs were today, they would have that last wildcard seed. When I look at a dark horse, I look at somebody that can actually make some noise in the playoffs. Like in the last time Miami got a wild card slot, they fired their GM. Miami doesn't want to be a winning franchise right now. I don't know why, but they don't.
I gotta
That's
say,
why Derek Jeter left being affiliated with the organization. That's why Kim Ng is now the commissioner of the Women's Professional Baseball League, which I believe launches next month. Definitely look for that, because I think you're going to see. I've been watching videos from the Women's Professional Baseball League socials and following some of the players in the videos that they're showing. We're going to see some great baseball in there. You're not going to see 90 to 100 mile an hour pitchers. You're going to see good baseball though. But I just and Ando, I'll let you sound off on this one too, but I don't see Miami as an actual dark horse because I don't think they're going to be able to do anything.
Well,
whether they make the playoffs or not.
I will hit you with history. 1997, the Marlins were a wild card team. 2003. Oh, look at that. The Marlins were a wild card team. What do those 2 years have in common? World Series championship wins. So if Miami can make the dance, I think they're more dangerous as a wild card team. Not that I see them beating the Braves or the Phillies to take over the East. I like when Miami is in the playoffs because they keep things interesting. Will they make noise? Who knows?
Right now, they're 49 and 42.
Yeah, what really bothers me is that they are playing better than the Diamondbacks, the Padres, and the Giants. Now, we knew the Giants were going to have some questions, and I'm sure we'll talk about this on podcast named Third. Check that out Wednesday nights here on Wire2Wire Sports.
Yep.
We are on Wire2Wire Sports with podcast named Third, right? Cool. Last thing I want to do is shout out the wrong network that we do that with. But the Diamondbacks and the Padres were supposed to be challenging the Dodgers, and those guys are below 500 right now. So the Marlins are playing good baseball at the time. That is right. And I know Seven likes to say baseball doesn't start until after Memorial Day. And Blackachew, may he rest because he's not here with us tonight, probably still partying after the Knicks won the NBA championship. But he says baseball doesn't start until after the 4th of July. So we're here, guys. Baseball's getting ready to go.
There's only a half game that separates the Marlins and the Cardinals. And if I had to pick between those two teams, I'm taking
I'll go with Cardinals.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree with you.
They are a better team.
Yeah.
And so, like, and honestly, like, I don't have a lot of, like, I don't think the Cardinals are quite ready for that either, but
yeah,
there has to be a team. Now, I this was something that's come up a little bit on some of the shows that I've done recently and that I've watched recently. If I was going to pick a true dark horse out of the National League for a team that could be coming out of nowhere, like, first of all, you have to look at the Phillies as a dark horse. They fired their manager and completely flipped.
Yep.
Now, we've because of the fact it's been so long since that happened and Donnie Batts took over, so many people don't think of it like that. But the Phillies are truly what should be considered as a dark horse candidate.
Not after tonight's game, though. Not after tonight's game.
That was the career worst performance for Christopher Sanchez and Noah Cameron, who is from the town that I went to college in. I said this morning on podcast named Deferred it was going to be a good fucking game, and I was correct. Unless you're a Phillies fan,
yeah. It was nice to see the Royals bats come alive.
It was, but I have no belief that the Royals can be consistent with that. They're not.
Oh God, no.
Either.
Just like the Mariners. The Mariners can't play the Blue Jays every single week.
When I look at those bottom, the teams basically, because your first two wild card seats right now, the Cubs and the Phillies. When you look at the standings in the National League, the Phillies are 3 games behind the Braves. So even though the Braves are struggling, and yeah, Suggs, we'll talk about that in a minute. Realistically, I think that's where your first 2 wild card slots are. It's either going to be the Braves or the Phillies, depending on who wins that division. And then the Cubs will be your second wild card slot because I don't think they're going to pass the Brewers. The Brewers are just hot this year. Yeah. Honestly, I have more faith in the Brewers as a team right now than I do the Dodgers because they fall off at weird times. Yeah. And the Brewers in a 7-game series are consistent. What's crazy is that, like, people aren't talking about the Brewers. They actually have the second best run differential in baseball right now by a lot. I think third is the Braves at 95. And the Brewers as at plus 128. And while the run differential in baseball is not a tell-all stat, it's definitely a very team production-oriented stat that can tell you a lot. And the Brewers are doing a great job at scoring a lot more than they're giving up. And so I have no doubt that the Brewers are going to take that division. So when you look at that last wild card slot in the National League, could the Marlins take it? Abso-fucking-lutely they could. But I think when you look at those teams below the Cubs and the Phillies, you've got the Marlins, the Cardinals, the Nats, the Pirates, the D-backs, the Padres, the Reds, the Mets, the Giants, and then the Rockies. Obviously, when we go from the Reds, the Reds, the Mets, the Giants, and the Rockies, we might as well just consider them eliminated.
Yeah.
Are they gone?
The Padres could heat up at any time, and that there is a lot of talent on that roster, and they could be your 7th wild card. Same with the D-backs. They've done it before. The Pirates could surprise a lot of people. I honestly would consider them more of a dark horse than the Marlins. I don't think the Pirates do it, but I definitely it's possible. But you're true. I think that 7 wild card slot, if it goes to any of those teams right now, I'd like the Cardinals. What's going on with the Braves? They're exhausted. They've been carrying their fucking division the entire goddamn year. There's a team on a run like that you're going to have a dip this time of year. It is almost fucking inevitable. They're going to take a breather. Once they get out of the All-Star break, they're going to hit the ground running, and we are going to see one of the nastiest rosters in baseball. It's not like they're Will's former favorite team, the Mets, who
total shit show.
A complete total shit show. They beat the Braves 10-9 yesterday, and it was such a concerning result that the league is actually investigating the Mets because they're wondering if they were either swapped out with aliens or if they're all just started juicing, because that's the only explanation for how they're going to actually know how to score 10 runs in a game.
Damn.
But
and then didn't the Mets beat the Braves again today, 7-6?
Yeah,
they did 7-6.
Yep, they did.
I think that this was a 4-game series, and the Mets took, I think, 3 of 4. Which, I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day. The Mets are just exhausted. Okay. The Mets are just exhausted. Or I'm sorry, the Braves are just exhausted.
Mets are probably exhausted with losing too. I mean, they are in New York, and New York apparently now is winning. So,
as far as the Angels are concerned, the Angels are a farm team for Major League Baseball right now. It was 2 out of 4. Okay, I thought they had won Saturday, either Friday or Saturday's game. I couldn't remember, but I knew they won yesterday. Today, I thought they had won either Friday or Saturday. But the Angels are a farm team. The Angels are a farm team at this point. I would not be surprised for this to be the year that Mike Trout gets traded. Jose Soriano, the pitcher that had a stellar start to the season, a lot of people were talking about, he gets traded.
That kick-ass left fielder who keeps cutting off people's home runs, he might get traded.
I think he's getting traded for a different reason, though. When you look at the Angels, I mean, 2 or 3 of their pitchers, like Reed Detmers, I think could get traded if somebody wants to spend the money on it. Jose Soriano's getting traded. At least one of their bullpen pieces, like Silseth or Suter, I think gets traded. And then you start going down that starting lineup. Mike Trout gets traded. Jorge Soler, somebody needs just a bat. Jorge Soler gets traded because they can put Vaughn Grissom in at that DH and be fine.
Right.
Joe Adell, another player that not the best, but if somebody needs just a true power hitter, he's already hit 11 home runs this year. Joe Adell, and he's got 47 RBIs. He's top 50 for RBIs in the league. Zach Neto, a serviceable shortstop. The bat isn't the best, but he has 19 home runs. So you got a power hitting shortstop. And you're right. Ever since they gave Trout the big contract, they've not gone over 500. But that's not Trout's fault. That's because the Angels didn't keep spending. We can't have that on screen. The Angels wouldn't keep spending. So for me, the Angels got to give me a reason to believe in them personally. Because right now, like I said, beginning of the year, we were talking about, and they're actually doing well. It's not sustainable. I'd like to see it sustainable. I'd like to see them make some noise. I thought they were going to fizzle out. I think it was going to take a little longer for them to fizzle out.
Right.
But that's not, they were never sustainable, unfortunately. We do have, before we close though, the New York Yankees have lost 12 of their last 15 games.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say something. I said it on the Morning Minute today, and people probably thought I was joking, but I genuinely mean it. Aaron Judge deserves the AL MVPs because he is the reason they become a playoff team. He disappears, and that team absolutely fucking crumbles. Ben Rice is a great athlete. Can't stay consistent with Judge gone. Cody Bellinger can't stay consistent when Judge is gone. Their pitching staff struggling. Like I 12 of 15 games lost, and you're probably still looking like I don't even know. I don't think Judge. I don't think they've even started working on the timetable for his return yet.
The Yankees have lost 40 games already this season.
2-8, and they're 2-8 out of the last 10.
Well, I guess a lot of teams have lost 40 games. Like I think about to the All-Star break, the Yankees usually only have about 30 to 35 losses. So to see them at 40,
this is honestly, it's less surprising. It's just that they had such a good stretch when Judge was still up.
Yeah,
and like Rice and Bellinger were performing, and even when you had to put in Paul Goldschmidt, he was doing fine. And you're even actually getting something out of Anthony Volpe now that you weren't before.
Yeah.
But Judge goes away, and it's gone that quick.
Yeah.
And you're like we talk about all the time. We talk about MVP awards. It's very clear
we do.
It's not a playoff team without Aaron Judge, despite all the talent on that team. Yeah. So that's I have to say it as a Red Sox fan. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I've gave him since 2008 to turn it around. Aaron Boone last year. I'm not talking about that. I absolutely fucking refuse because we talk about it every year and we say it's time and he fucks it up. And the next year, there his scrawny ass is standing there in a fucking dugout. So you know what? I'm done trying to pick what fucking Steinbrenner is going to do with him when it comes to him. I have respect for Aaron Boone as a coach. Don't get me wrong, and he can only do so much with the struggles that organization has.
Right.
But at the same time, the talent that is on that roster right now, this is probably the best roster they've had in his tenure.
Yeah.
Since 2018. And they are absolutely crumbling, and the Rays are not going away.
No.
That this is another one of those years. Like the Rays are going to have the Rays have like $120 million payroll. The last I saw is what it was looking like it was going to be. It's probably a little higher than that, but I think it was right around in that range, and they could be a 100-win team.
Yeah.
The Yankees have over double that payroll, and I don't think they hit 95.
I call that a success.
Yes. Yes.
But it's going to further. It's going to cause more damage than people think it is because as the season ends and the CBA negotiations ramp up, the owners are going to be going, look at what the Dodgers are doing. Look at what the Dodgers are doing. And then there's also going to be that, well, look at the Rays do this every fucking year.
Yep.
They have 100. The Rays are actually good at playing Moneyball. Like everybody looks at that system that they talked about in the movie that fucking Billy Bean came up with. The Rays actually do it correctly.
Yeah.
The Rays are better at it than the creator of it.
Blue Jays aren't going to pass them.
Yeah,
not with the way that they're playing ball. If the Mariners can go 24 straight innings without allowing a run against the Blue Jays are not that team.
The Blue Jays honestly could end up finishing the bottom of the division, and that could be where we see John Schneider get fired the year after he takes him to the World Series.
Yeah.
I see the Blue Jays finishing at the bottom of at the bottom of the division 100 times more likely than the Blue Jays passing the Yankees.
Right.
The Yankees are still a wild card team. Like that's to me, that's a given. Do they have an exit wild card? Probably. Does the question become actually deliberate about Boone getting fired? Probably. But the Blue Jays aren't passing. They would have to get hot right now. Right the fuck now.
All right, you guys, that's going to do it for our time here on the Sports Report Podcast, being brought to you by Fifine Microphones and the new AM8 Pro T. Definitely check it out, fifinemicrophones.com. Want to thank Wire2Wire Network for having us in their home. We do appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out all the fine shows on the network. And if there's nothing else, we'll see you guys again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel for the Sports Report Podcast. Have a great week and take care, everybody.
Bye.